You want to make sure that you're able to do that, right? So you just set it and forget it, all right? So if you do it today, then next month you need to change the date for earlier, all right? So that it happens in the first week of the month. But if it says no for you right now, it's okay. Just go in and do your order with at least 2 packs, whatever you got to do so that you can be active. Because once we start placing people, if this say no, if you're not active, we're not helping you. Okay, because we're trying to close strong and help people with their ranks, and you're not even active. You can't help the team that way. All right. So that's that. Here
Dr.
on the
Dunn,
left, yeah.
how will they place that order? Can you show them? Because
Oh yes. Okay.
we don't want them to set up an auto ship today because that won't run into the first. So please show them what to do
Yes.
so that okay, thanks.
Okay, so to knock out two birds with one stone, we want to make sure that you have a smart ship set up. Just do a smart ship order, right? So we're going to do subscribe to smart ship. So we go to orders at the top, subscribe to smart ship, and then that's just easier because when it goes to the carts, it's just going to bring up the smart ship packs. All right, so that's how the difference is with that. So shop now, USA. And then when you go down here, you see all these packs have smart ship attached and it has the reduced pricing. So if you see the patch is $51, that's not the one that you want. All right. So these are $47. So you put two in and then you just pay for that. Or if you put four in, you're only going to pay for three. You just go to the checkout and the system automatically knows to discount that. Okay. So that's how you place that order. And honestly, I mean, I would just do it and then cancel it. And then next month on the first, start a new one for it to come out each month. All right. On the
But
first through
Dr.
the third.
Dunn, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, if they only do 2 packs of patches when they go to set up that smart chip, that one will not run to the first. It will only run and count for this month if they actually
For
do a
this month.
super
Right.
smart
That
ship.
is true.
Okay,
Yes.
so you can't,
So,
so you have to put a regular order. So kind of explain that difference for them.
okay. So if you go, let me go back now. Hold on a second. I don't know why it does this. Hold on. Let me just log back in. Okay, so here, if you go back to your orders and you go to place new order, whatever you do today is going to charge you today. Okay. And then you will have to set something up for the next month. All right. So what we're doing right now is just getting you your orders active for this month. And you can choose, you don't even have to just get those 2 packs. I mean, if there's a package here that you want to get that. Right. And it's okay. Get a 14.99 pack, help you with your volume. You'll have patches for the beginning of the month to start. You know, you could do whatever you need to do to get active. All right. But I do believe though, like if they do this smart ship order today, it will charge them today. It's gonna count for this date every month. But we don't want it this late, right? So we want it in the beginning.
A 2 pack order will charge them today, but will not run until the won't show till the first. A 2 pack order. A four
Oh,
pack
the two
order, right,
will run
will
now.
run today and count today.
Oh, okay. So I
Hmm.
honestly I've never done a 2 pack, so I didn't know that.
Right.
I just won't buy free pack, right? So just do the buy three, get one free. But if you're gonna do 2 packs, just do regular, these two right here, where it says 51, so that it counts for this month. Okay. All
Also, can
right.
you address that? Can you place an order from another? I think she's mean from another person's account. Can Jamaica from another business partner? No. Can you explain that, Dr. Dunn?
So what's the question? Let me look. What's her question?
Can you place an order from another business partner? Mm-mm. You know, that'll get flagged. Can you?
It'll get flagged because you're putting your billing address in another person's account. If it's something that So what I have done, like if it's something that needs to be done in a certain person's account and I know that person and we're okay, then I might send them the money so that their billing address is in their own account. Um, but we just want to keep the fraud down. They're very strict on those rules to flag fraud. So if you go into another account and your billing is in their account, they know that. So if you can send them the money to place the order for you, ship it to you, and they use their own billing address, then I would do it that way, just so it doesn't do any flags. Okay. I mean, I have done it. Some have gone through, some have not. And I'm just going to be honest. And then you don't know it didn't go through until people are like, where's my order? And it never shipped because they flagged it and canceled the order. So I would just be cautious in that and not do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't know how to take that red thing off. But, okay. So how to look at where you are right now. So some of us might be going for certain ranks. On this left hand of your screen, it will show you where you are as far as what you need for the next rank to hit. It'll give you your percentage. And if you hit this red view rank requirements, it will show you where your volume is. So here it says this person's not even qualified. So obviously they need to get their account active. And of 540 volume to be in a senior associate, they are at 414. So you just do the math, subtract, and that's the amount of volume you need for that rank. Okay, so if a person's going for team lead, then here's that. You view rank requirement out of the 3,000. What do you have? And then you subtract that. That's what you need. And that's with you and your whole organization, right? So what I would do is if you go to commissions and you go to graphical downline, if you're on your phone, you won't see this, but for those that are on your computer, commissions, graphical downline, this will show you everyone in your organization, okay? And if you put this little arrow right here on the right, you can see who's active and who's not, right? You might can go to the people that's not active and say, hey, can you do a quick 2-pack order or whatever? Are you in need of patches or whatever the case may be to help bring that volume up? All right. You might go to someone who has a little structure here, right? And see what they need to hit senior associate and what volume do they need. And then you can reach through your organization to help those come up. So as people are ranking up below you, your volume will increase as well. So start at the bottom, see who you can help. And some people just may not even know. So you can't assume that they know what they're doing or what they need to do. You need to look and see what's happening in your organization, give them a phone call and say, well, this is where you at. You're only so-and-so away from senior associate. Do you want to make that happen this week? Right? So, and the more you do that, yours will increase more and more. Okay, so very important, this screen right here as you are building and when you print out your charts that Ms. Nina is going to go over, you can kind of see who you have recruited this month, who other people have recruited this month, and start kind of placing people on paper first before you actually do it according to what their volumes are. Okay. What else? What else you want me to go over, Ms. Nina?
Let's take some questions. What screen is that in the tree line? They're asking what screen is that? So you can let them know what screen that is again.
Yes. So if you go to commissions at the top, and then you go to graphical downline right here. And then when you click that, your whole tree will be there. Again, if you're on your phone, you won't see it. Just kind of write the steps down. And that way, when you get to your laptop, you can go to it.
Any other questions? Y'all can ask them in the chat so that Dr. Dunn can answer them while we're right here. This is very important. Also, let's talk about can you talk about where the volume comes from?
Yes. All right. So volume, this is so exciting to me because this has never been. Volume can come from so many different places. Number one, your customers, right? So when you get customers, that volume that they order, goes into your volume. Your personal orders, that volume goes into your rank volume. So you're not paid on our personal volume as far as commission goes, but that volume is counted for our ranks. All right. If you have people underneath you placing personal orders, that volume counts. If you have people underneath you that are getting customers, that volume counts. So all of our volume, you can see here on your front page, the TGQV, right? This is the volume that you have right now. If you have purchased tokens this month or in the past, then that token volume, that's why the two may be different. This is plus TQV, so that's plus your token volume. That's why it's very important when we send out that blast, tokens are available. We want to make sure that you're eligible and that you go get those tokens because that adds volume to your rank volume. Okay, so that's the difference between these two if you've seen that and was unsure why. But yes, customers, personal orders, business partners when they enroll, business partners when they purchase products, and customers from business partners. So all of that volume counts toward your rank. So everything. Any other
They want
questions?
you to explain what is a token and how you get the tokens.
Okay. So in the boards app, there is a section called CapEx tokens. So I will kind of go briefly over that, but you can read more about what that is. But pretty much it is volume from the corporate side in their advertisements, right? So if we have a commercial, we've got a billboard. If a person goes to just superpatch.com, but not attached to a certain associate, then that volume just collects for the month. All right. So it's not attached to an ambassador. It's just people going to corporate. And those are the people that's paying the $99. So when you go on the site and it's $99 to begin with, those are the people who they're not going in with links. They're just going to superpatch.com and ordering. So let's just say that volume adds up to be 1 million volume points for the month of January. So if you, well, December, let's do December because they're a month behind. If you purchase tokens this month, and I can show you where that is, when you go to place new order, on the left-hand side, you see CapEx tokens right here. You push that and they're still available. So if you ain't got your tokens, you should get some. That you just add this. It's $23 a token. The minimum is two you can get. The max is four you can get. All right. So when that happens, the company, for the people who have tokens, distributes that million in volume amongst all the distributors who purchase tokens. So the company just don't keep that. It's kind of like profit sharing of the company, right? So they disperse that through the associates who purchase tokens, and each month it can add up. So if you bought two this month and you bought two next month, you actually have a total of four, right? So that's why you see those different numbers here. So let's just say he didn't get any tokens this month, but he has six. But you'll only get the extra volume if you purchase in that month. All right. So you can kind of read up on that in the boards app, but pretty much it just gives you extra volume. You're paid out on that volume and it helps you rank up with that volume. So in the beginning, it's slow, it's small, but over time, as you get more and more, you that volume can just make or break your rank for sure. And as your team gets tokens, that volume is added into yours as well. All right, so it's important for you to get your tokens, but also to let your team know how important it is for them to get tokens as well. Okay.
You also are not able to purchase tokens until you've been on a smart ship for 2 months. So that is why we really, really, really strongly suggest that you are on a smart ship and not just placing orders every single month. So there's a lot of people that are teaching their I hate the word downline, but for lack of better words, they're teaching their teams, the people that they enroll and the people that their people are enrolling, and they're teaching their teams, oh, you ain't got to run no smart ship. That's not important. And that's a lie. That is a lie. And you can tell whomever enrolled you that I said that. Let me tell you why it's important. Okay. You do not qualify for promotions that our CEO will put out if you're not on a smart ship. You will not qualify for these CapEx program if you're not on a smart ship. And you may not understand the importance of it, and neither does your upline, which is why they're telling you something crazy like you don't need to be on a smart ship. And they are the blind leading the blind, right? The smart ship is your business rent. It's literally your business rent. And it will qualify you to, and there are some leaders that are telling their teams, no, don't run a smart ship, just come buy patches from me. Does that even sound like that's logically right to you? That is a fallacy. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. So you want to make sure if a person signs up for $1, how long do they have before placing an order? To the end of the month. They have to be active for the month. They have to be active for the month. All right. So you want to make sure. Let me tell you what's happening with CapEx. So we have to understand and think long term. All right. So we were not able to start buying these tokens until like last June or July, I think was finally, because we didn't understand. We were not on SmartShip when we first got here. Also, because we hadn't launched. We didn't launch. We were just kind of were just kind of buying patches and testing them and doing stability tests and things like that. Okay. So we didn't start buying. We weren't able to buy tokens until July because we didn't start running a smart ship until May. When we were like, wait a minute, we need to run a smart ship because we know, and not, we were buying patches, but we weren't running a smart ship. So we had to wait 2 months to have us qualify for CapEx tokens. We didn't really understand the importance of them. Okay. They are like stocks. They are like crypto. It builds over time. It is an investment that you make in the CapEx program that will grow over time. And what it does is nobody told us this. Nobody told us that actually will start to pay you. Because I see pay from CapEx now. They only told us that it will put more volume in your organization. But it actually gives you pay. Dr. Don, have you seen that now? I said, wait a minute.
I do now. And it's more and more each month.
Each month it gets higher and higher. It says CapEx token pay. And I said, wait a minute. When I looked at it this month, because now I'm starting to really start to itemize when you get paid, what's on that itemized breakdown. So it is actually another way for you to get, and granted, mine is like under $100 right now, but who cares? It's more than what I had, right? And just to think that as we continue to grow with CapEx, with the program, your pay from that will continue to get bigger and bigger. So basically, listen, you're getting a double dip pay off of CapEx because it's adding volume to the total volume you get paid off of, and it's giving you a payout as it grows after time. Does everybody understand that? Does everybody understand that? So in order for you to really understand the CapEx program, which we really still didn't understand in the beginning, go watch the video in the Boards app of our CEO explaining the CapEx program. Just go watch the video. He explains what it is. It will help you to understand it, and you may not understand it in totality the first time. I am here to tell you, we didn't quite understand it in the beginning, but we did it. So it will begin to grow, just like crypto, just like it's better than crypto and better than your bank. You don't get any savings in your any interest on your savings account in a regular bank account. Okay. But we invest, and I buy 4 tokens every single month. And you buy every single month. You can buy 2 or 4. I buy 4 every month. It adds additional volume, helps you to rank up. When you rank up, you have more pay. And now we're starting to get paid out in our commissions from the CapEx program. Does everybody get that? So just think about it like I'll retail some patches and then I'll cover my CapEx with it every single month. That's real. It's a big benefit. Okay. It's a big benefit. All right. Any other questions while we got Dr. Dunn here? Dr. Dunn, go ahead and pull up.
Also, they're available today, but this is probably the longest they've been available. So that means people not running to go get them. Please go get your tokens, even if it's just two, that makes a difference. All right. So go get them. They usually come about 17, 18, 19 to the month. And we put out a blast, tokens available. And I've never
They
seen it
usually
last
end in
this
2
long.
days. Usually
Yeah,
about
I've
2
never seen it
days and
last
there.
this long.
We get ours the
Yeah,
moment they release.
for sure.
The moment. The very moment, because we've seen what it's doing over time. So if you started December 16th, would you be able to buy tokens? No, you've only been on SmartShip 1 month. 2 months of SmartShip, you will be able to purchase CapEx tokens after next month's SmartShip. 2 months, and then the 3rd month, you can, all right. iDecide, don't even worry about it, Carmen. We about to get a better app than that. After conference, there will be a better app and it'll be free. A lot of us pay for iDecide, but you don't need that because we're getting ready to get a free app after conference. So don't worry about that. Okay. So make sure if you can go and buy tokens. Go and buy tokens. We don't know, every month they change because they fluctuate. The price fluctuates, but it's usually like around $23 a token. Somewhere between $20 and $23 a token. We don't know, right? But if you just go into your back office, you'll be able to see, it'll say CapEx tokens. You won't be able to purchase them if you're not qualified, but you can see it in your back office. So those are questions, y'all, that you can just go check that information out for yourself. Okay. If you're not going to Vegas, can you sell your tickets? No, because the person may not be able to retrieve the ticket because the tickets are not transferable and you have to actually be there to get the ticket. Okay. All right. Any other questions about this? Dr. Dunn, would you pull up like a senior associate chart from the board or show them like the board's at? You cannot pay for them deducted from your commission. You can get your commissions and then pay for them. If you have your commissions set up to directly go to like your virtual card or a physical card, then you get your money the same day. Okay, so me and Dr. Dunn will kind of run. I have it. So you just load out.
Okay, so this is the boards app. If you go to compensation here, then all of the charts per rank will be there. I mean, it's got the whole entire comp plan. It has how you get paid. It's everything you need to know about compensation. So these are the charts you need for structure for your ranks. Now, granted, it's just volume this month, but starting next month, you got to start working on, you got to have that structure. So it's important just to start it now so that you're not too far behind. So this is senior associate here. And it's just you and 2 other people. They all have to be active accounts with at least 2 packs of patches. And together, you guys have to come up with 540 volume to be senior associate. Like you probably did that already. If you came in with the 750 pack or 1499 pack, you're already senior associate just because it's only volume this month. But really, you need 2 people underneath you, all active accounts, together with 540 volume. And that is senior associate. That opens up the binary pay, the monthly residual income.
Active accounts mean you have at least 120 volume, which comes from at least the purchase of 2 packs of patches. Right? We get 60 volume, even though we only pay $51 for the pack of patches, we get 60 volume. So we're getting more volume than what we're paying for the actual packs of patches. In order for the account to be active, it means that you have to have at least 2 packs of patches to be active. Now, if you enrolled at $1, you're not active. Everybody that enrolled at $1 is not active, and you need to place an order before January 30th because this team closes out the day before the last day of the month. So close out, and you'll see messages go in the Dream Team page. You'll see messages in the Telegram chat that is close out. And if you need assistance, you'll be able to get on Zoom. They'll be on this Zoom line on January 30th. They'll tell you what time, and it starts early in the day because we don't wait till the end of the day. But basically throughout the day, you'll have Dr. Dunn, Tedra, Sean, Alicia. A lot of the leaders will be Dr. Bramwell will all be available on Zoom to assist you with closeout on the 30th. We do not wait till the last day of the month because it's too chaotic. And because everybody on here has their own personal business to run, we cannot allow our own businesses to collapse because it's the last day of the month and people didn't move the day before. All right. So we have to make sure we understand that closeout, meaning that is the day volume closes, placements. Please stop trying to get trying to distract me. Somebody keeps asking for something like kind of permission on the Zoom. Can you stop that? Because I'm gonna lose my train of thought. You have to I am recording this part, and this part will be given in the Telegram chat. Okay. All right. So dollar signups before the 30, they're not active. Y'all can see it's not active. It says not active. They need to purchase 2 packs of patches by the 30th so that those accounts are active. Remember, you're not moving or placing anyone under an account that's not active. Now, if you've only enrolled 3 people this month, there's nothing you have to do on closeout day, but make sure that they are all active. Yep. The best value is to buy 3, get 1 free as a super smart chip, which if you want the buy 3, get 1 free, you cannot go in and edit an existing smart chip. You cannot. If you want the buy 3, get 1 free, you actually have to log in and create a new smart chip subscription. And guess what? You can buy 8 and only pay for 6. You can buy 12 and only pay for 9. You can buy 16 and only pay for 11. All right. But you can add as many quantities of that as you want so that you're paying $47 for your patches versus $51. And those will ship out right away, meaning if you place that order today, it will ship out right away. Okay. If you order 2 packs of patches, it will not. If you just do a smart ship where there's 2 packs of patches, although you will pay for it today, it will not ship out and it will not get credit until the 1st of the next month. All right. So the best thing to do is when someone enrolls that they set up their super smart ship on the day that they enroll. Then they are not charged for it. You are able to edit the products that you want in the cart at any time. Okay. We actually do deliver on the weekends. Yeah, we do deliver on the weekends. The bigger packages do deliver on the weekends because they come like FedEx and things like that. All right. So we may not understand how important this structure is. So again, if you enroll 3 people and nobody else, there's nothing for you to do. You do not on closeout day. All you have to do is make sure that you're active, they're active. Okay. Nothing else for you. You don't have to move anybody. No one is moving. If you've enrolled more than 3 people, that's when you need to actually have a conversation with your sponsor. And you need to know how much volume each person has. So Dr. Dunn, can you go back to the back office and show them how to find out? Because you cannot come to your sponsor's not going to do that part of the homework. That is for you to do as the person that enrolled those people. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your commissions tab, go to graphical downline. Once you go to graphical downline, you can click on that little arrow that's right there in the right-hand corner. Go rep details. Once you click on rep details, that person's details will come up on the left-hand side. It will say they're 60% to senior associate. You click on view rank requirements and you write down their volume. I have Victoria. She has 207 volume. And you write that on a list so that when you talk to your sponsor, you say, I've enrolled 5 people, and here are their volumes. So that your sponsor can help bend. They're going to ask you questions like, well, do you believe these people are working the business? Do you? And we don't know. You might think today that they're working the business, and they might bump their heads 2 months from now. We don't know. It's all you. Some will, some won't. So what? And you don't know which people will actually go into activation mode versus those that don't or won't, right? Every person's join date may not be their start date. I have someone who joined way back last year in April. Y'all, she just started working this month. In April, we weren't even public. So that's someone that I got my link because I was kind of privately sharing the products. Joined in April. They stayed on my front line because it was probably one of those months when I was trying to close out, but because everybody else was trying to close out at the last minute, some of my people are stuck on my front line. And now this young lady is actually working in 2026, but they joined in 2025. Everybody's join date may not be their start date. Now, for this month, this structure doesn't matter. Jay has lightened the requirements again for rank. However, everyone needs to go on a hard run until January 30th to get people in the system because you will need structure moving forward. All right, we cannot keep relying on Jay to lighten up the requirements for rank where structure doesn't matter, but only volume does. So volume and structure for senior associate is that you have 2 people active and a total of 540 volume. So a lot of people that came in at $14.99 this month or $7.50 are already showing senior associate. They're already showing senior associate. But next month, even if they have the volume, but they have not enrolled 2 people, and those people are active, they will not show senior associate. Does everybody understand that? It is very important to understand that. Now, the next rank is, and let me go here. Let me go back. Victoria had what? 200 and, what was it, Dr. Dunn? 270 volume?
207.
207. If she was to try to go senior associate, and we're going to show you just how easy this is, it's not hard. And you know senior associate is 540 volume. How do we know? Because this chart says so. How do we know this chart? This chart is in the boards app. So if you need 540 to be a senior associate and you have 207, how much more volume does Victoria need to close senior associate this month because there's no structure requirement? I want to see the answer in the chat. She needs 333, which if she just went in, she can purchase patches. She can have her team, that whoever's in the structure underneath her, purchase patches. She can enroll somebody with a 750 pack and boom, she would be senior associate. When you rank up here, your pay goes up. This is one of those things where your pay actually goes up. In a lot of companies, just because you rank up doesn't mean your pay's going to go up. But in this company, your rank does equal rank going up. So if all the people you enrolled this month did 40 pack, flex 40, but some didn't set up a SmartShip, they are active. If you come in with a pack this month, you're active. You're active for the whole month. Okay, so you don't have to worry about anything. You came in with a pack, you're active. So here's the thing. When you do a Flex 40 pack, the 14.99 pack, I need everybody to understand this. This is very important. You're going to read that you're active for this month and the following month. Yes, you are active. However, if you do not actually physically set up a smart ship and run it next month anyway, you will wait longer to qualify for CapEx and any other promos that the CEO runs for people that are on smart ship. So it's up to you. Do you want to wait? Because then that means that you would have to run smart ships for 2 additional months after. So, and you wouldn't be able to purchase CapEx tokens until month number 4 for yourself. And I'm going to tell you that after conference, this is going to be so bananas. We've got ads that are going to be running through Super Bowl, which is Sunday, February the 8th. And I'm just saying, okay? Those are the things you need to understand, that if you choose to not be on SmartShip and you're telling your teams to follow you, you're withholding them from earning income that they could be earning. And promos, because sometimes our CEO will come in and say, everybody that's on SmartShip next month can get this, buy 3, get 2 free. Or he does things like that for people that are on SmartShip only. There are big benefits. Okay, let's go to the next chart, which is team leader. Team leader is 3,000 volume. Very, very simple. Team leader normally means that you just need 2 senior associates underneath you. For those of you that are brand new this month and you are sponsoring people, we want you to start thinking about, who do you want to leave on your front line? You need to make sure that these frontline people are people that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, they at least gonna run their order every single month. Because you don't want to start building under people that are flaky. Because, oh, I just want to help them. No, you don't want to just help people. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You want people that want to help themselves. Okay? You want people that want to help themselves. And this is simple. So if somebody has 1,500 volume right now, and right, do not reward people, there we go, for bad behavior. Shay said, I learned that the hard way. We all do. We all do. Trust me, I'm still there. Okay? If someone has 1,500 volume and they are looking to go team leader, what do they need? They need 1,500 volume. Listen to this. Unfortunately, if somebody came in with a 14.99 pack, they would be 1 point short. They would need to go run an order for 1 pack of patches, because they would be 1 point short. A 14.99 pack is giving us 14.99 volume. Let's talk about this. When have you ever seen that happen, Dr. Dunn? Where you're getting the same amount of volume for what you spent on a pack? Never.
Never.
I'm actually going to go order another 14.99 pack today, because I have to, with Bernice here in Atlanta, to make sure I stay up, because my goodness.
I've seen that post.
I'm not mad, though. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad, but it's never been done. It's never been done. It's never been done, y'all. So we want to make sure, and matter of fact, I might just go get 2, right? Because we're going to make sure that we're the hubs. So you got to understand with leadership, right? Leadership is more than just, I got a title and I'm on a banner. We got to make sure that we are able to help people get started the proper way. She clearly is a businesswoman, right? She's clearly in a space where she's like, hey, she said if she had came in and seen when we were having the 12.99 80 pack, she said she would have ordered $20,000 worth of them. Because she wants to make sure that, she said, I cannot have less than 300 packs of patches in my spa at all times. But listen to this. Listen to this. I think over the last 3 days, she's seen Dr. Dunn. That's not enough. Keeping 300 packs at one time is not even going to be enough for her because she's sold out of almost 50 packs of patches, and she would have sold out of more if she had more in her possession. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? So we got to think bigger. We got to think bigger. I did not know when I was making the investments in those packs that it was going to be for Bernice. But did God send her my way because I was prepared for Bernice? He would never have sent a Bernice my way if I wasn't prepared for a Bernice Davis. I hope people are getting this. I hope people are getting this. So you bought one 80 pack. That ain't, what is that? What is that? No, I kept investing that over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. I was retailing to make sure I continued to buy more and more and more and more. So when I was running those promos, it was like, oh, so that I wasn't just grabbing it out of my own income. This is why it's so important, because you want to be in a position to attract a Nina Moore. Someone like me, oh, you're going to need to give me a whole ton of patches, because that's what really we do. And you know what Tanisha said to me yesterday, Dr. Dunn? She said, honestly, if a person is not doing at least one $14.99 a pack a month, they really not in business. At least one. Because if we're patching the way we're supposed to be patching, you should need more than one Flex 40 a month. And you should want it because your passion with patching should lead you there. That is why, even for your retail and samples, even for what are you investing in your business to make sure that you can put those patches on people so that you can get a result. Because the video, I don't charge people to patch them. Why would I do that? I don't charge people to patch them. I don't charge them to patch them because that content is even better. And I'm sick of hearing, well, I didn't record it because they didn't want to be recorded. Then don't record their face. But I'm giving you my free patches. No, I'm going to get a video out of this. And we buy those sample packs from the company. You got yours close near you? I could, mine in my bag. The blue and white, the sample packs. I got some right here. We get these. Hold on. We buy these from corporate. And I need more of these too, because I sold some to Bernice. Look, right? You need the content. So we buy these in 100 for $40. Jay wanted us to look professional. He wanted us to look uniform. So that's why he designed these. So that we not just putting stuff in a little baggie like we were. We did what we had to do. But now he said, I don't want people selling patches in baggies. It's what he said to us. So he designed these. And these have you check off. I do not put all the patches in one pack. You know why? They won't know what they are when they using them at home. One pack for liberty, one pack for freedom, one pack for peace, one pack. You got it? So I'm going through these because I sell a lot of the $75 sample packs. So you need to go and get these. We don't get any volume for these, but it doesn't matter. $40 for 100 packs is a really good deal. And we look professional. You can even then put your label right here, print a label out and put a label right there. This is a huge deal. And I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody doesn't want to buy a whole thing, they don't want to commit. And you can even use that in your language. Hey, maybe you don't want to commit to a full pack. But I cannot guarantee that you're going to get the results that you want with a sample pack on one sample pack. I cannot guarantee. Okay? You log into your back office. Can't miss it. It's on the top line. Like you can't even miss it. It's the second thing past, I think it's the Flex 40 and then it's the sample packs. Okay? So you really can't miss that. All right. So team leader is 3,000 volume. This month, you do not need 2 senior associates underneath. How many patches going to sample? How many ever you want to sell? That's between you and your client. How are you selling? Are you selling 3 for 10? Are you selling 5 for 25? Like whatever. You remember, you're an independent business operator. Is whatever you choose. But I do have a suggested retail price in the team page pinned in the featured section. However, because Jay said sell 1 patch for $5. That's what our CEO told the VPs and above. He said, sell 1 for $5. That's what he said. I do 3 for 10. All right. And then, it just depends on what profit you want to see. That's why we can't tell you what to charge. I would say don't overcharge. And now that the price of the patches have gone up a little bit, you do also have to think about what you want to charge for your samples. I know for me, Dr. Dunn, this is not about a lot of profit for me, even though you're going to make a bigger profit while you're retailing samples versus the full packs. You'll make more money, right? Selling samples. However, for me, this is about infiltrating the marketplace. This is about getting more patches into the hands of more people who maybe can't afford to buy 5 or 6 different packs of patches. Does everybody got that? They're in your back office, okay? Just if you log into your back office and go to orders, you'll see that they're back there. All right, so team leader, this is an important rank, but every rank is found, the foundation of every rank is senior associate. So you can go back to that last. Every rank is the foundation is senior associate. And what I strongly suggest is that you print these out from the boards app and keep them. I literally, when I was going for RVP, I had my chart out. When I was going for all the different ranks, I made sure I had when my team is going for director, I print their director chart out, and then I print who are their team leaders out. When I was going for VP, I had my chart right here. You want to make sure you got to see it before you see it. You got to see it before you see it. You got to see it before you see it. So you have to make sure you can see it before you see it, and what it requires for you to work as a team with the people that you're bringing on board. A $75 pack is what I charge for 30 patches. 30 patches. 30 patches, and it's a sample pack because I don't do 1 patch for people. They need a combination. So I give them 30 patches at $75 because I have to open up 5 different packs of patches, but we keep patches that are open all the time for sampling. All right? But you're paying me $75 for 30 patches. Because now I have to open 5 different packs or 6 different packs or whatever to be able to give you the samples that you need. So, but like I said, you charge what you want. You're an independent business operator. All you got to do is calculate what you spent and divide it by the amount of patches you're using for that sample pack. What profit do you want to see? Okay. All right. All right. So, senior associate team leader. Next is director at 11,000 volume. Director requires 2 team leaders that both have 3,000 volume. However, you still need 3 people across your front line. All right? Because as you go up in rank, you will need more than 2 people on the front line. We start off with 3, we build with those 3. And then you will be able to see which legs of business are moving faster. All right? You'll be able to see which legs of business are moving faster. Okay? Make sure, a lot of people are asking, well, do I put my husband in? Do I put my husband in? That's a trick question. Here's why I tell people not to do it. If you're not a builder, meaning if you're not a strong builder, someone who is enrolling a lot of people, then do not sign your husband. because now you're trying to build your position, his position. Don't do it. And you cannot enroll your husband to your same address. You cannot use your card in your husband's account. You can't use your card in your children's account. You can't use your card in your mom's account. You can't use your card. They have to use their own card. And they cannot, the products cannot ship to the same address because it will get flagged. All right? So I don't suggest that most people put their spouses in. Because if you're having a hard enough time building the one position, I don't want somebody to stress over now trying to build and keep both accounts active. And that's a lot of stress for somebody who's not a strong builder. And then you got to try to decide, do I go work my husband's account or do I help somebody else? That's stress that you don't need. Just stick with your one account. And if your coach, mentor, sponsor thinks you need another account, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. They'll tell you based off of what you do every month. They'll tell you. But most people don't. We don't want this to be difficult for you. Okay? Director is a good rank. Pay starts to get close to a comma, about a comma. In director, right? You can get, depending on if you are the enroller. If you want to see your income grow, you want to make sure that you're enrolling people. Because if we're placing them to you, the income is not the same as someone it's in your enrollment tree. There's an enroller bonus that you get that literally qualifies your income is basically double, right? So someone who might hit VP at 99,000 volume, that opens up the entire comp plan. And then what that does is if you hit it, but you didn't enroll the people in that organization, then your income, VP may earn anywhere between 10 to like 17,000 in income for the month, depending on how high the volume is and how big of an enroller they were. Well, if you are a hit VP, but you didn't really enroll the whole tree, your income would be about 5 or 6, which still ain't bad. That still is not a bad income, but it is like half. I did not say don't sign your child. That's not what I said. I really just went over what to do and what not to do when it comes to that. If you are not a big enroller, then do not. I suggest that you don't do it. Okay? How do you unroll? So if you enroll them, you just can go and cancel the account. Just cancel it. Let your husbands, your spouses support you and talk to other people and send them to your link. Seriously. That's what I would do. If you're not a big enroller, that's what I would do. And I would just now, Kay, I wouldn't unenroll him if you're a big retailer. Let me explain. If you're a big retailer, this is for Jeanette as well. If you're a big retailer, you may need another account to place your orders through so that the volume is underneath you. However, you cannot use your card and the products cannot ship to you. So I want you to understand that can we add spouse to the boards and tell you can add? Yes, of course. If they're working the business, add them. Or if they're going to help you with some of those things that you need to grab out of the boards app and stuff like that, then yeah, add your spouse. We don't care about that. So they can grab the videos for you and all of that. But you need to understand, if you are a big retailer and you're purchasing big volume, you may need that other account to remain, but you cannot use your card in that account. We're going to say it again. You cannot use your card in that account. Most times you cannot use a P.O. box because the boxes that come are big and they don't always fit in a P.O. box. What you can use is a UPS shipping address. You can use a neighbor's house. Send it to your neighbor's house, somebody you know. Send it to another family's house, somebody close where you can get to the product, somebody you trust. The only states that for a rep that the billing address must match the shipping address for reps. And that's because there was a lot of fraudulent chargebacks in those states from reps: Philadelphia, New York, I think Florida, and what was the fourth one?
Pennsylvania.
New
It
York,
was, I have to find it. I know Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania. So it's not Philadelphia. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just Pennsylvania,
Colorado,
Colorado, Florida, and
New York.
New York. Okay, y'all? And because there was a lot of chargebacks in Pennsylvania, New York, Florida, and Colorado, those 4 states, if you're trying to be a rep, your billing address and shipping address must match. And a chargeback is stealing. I believe it's Colorado. I don't know. I don't know. You we sure it's Colorado?
It was on that list that they
Yes,
had.
it was on the
Colorado.
list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Colorado. It's 4 states. It's
Mhm.
Colorado, Florida, Pennsylvania, and New York. Okay? So the billing and shipping address for reps has to match because of all of the fraud with chargeback accounts to those states. All right? All right. So, closeout is what date? Let me see it in the comments because we're about to get off of here. I know we've done overcooked the grits, and all right, it's the 30th. If not, yes, so that would be right, Talisa. Any other state, it doesn't matter if a rep is signing up and has a different address for the billing. Customers always must match. Customers always must match. Customers, in order for them to get the discount, you have to give them the code SAVE, SAVE, until after conference. After conference, that won't matter. There's going to be a lot of updates for customers, and their shopping experience will be simplified. Okay? It's going to be simplified real soon, and they will not have to type in SAVE. All right? But for now, they must use the code SAVE in order to get the discount. We do realize. So let me also explain this, y'all. Super Patch just turned 3 years old. And because Super Patch just turned 3 years old, they're improving and they will continue to get better as time goes on. All right? Just know you're right where you need to be, right at the beginning. Beginning starts are not for the faint of heart. So shipping, and as much as we hate it, yeah, shipping, a little bit of an issue sometimes. All right. Super Patch is a baby. All right. A baby. Your customer is not home when ordering and wants shipped to them. If you know that your customer is going to have a shipping issue, retail the product to them. Don't send them to your website. Okay? Just think through your business. Let's think through our business. Monique, we have to wait until after conference. There's a lot of announcements that will be made at conference. All right? And the 2 new patches that will be released at conference will be released to people at conference. Those that are not at conference will not be able to purchase the Zen or the Assure until a few weeks after all of us that are at conference. So if you want Zen and Assure, you need to send your money to your sponsors before. We don't even know what the price is, so don't even say, well, how much is it going to be? We don't have a clue. We know that they're going to put out some promos at conference, and we know that we're going to be buying those patches at conference. All right? I believe they're going to come in like I don't know. But if you already know that 1 pack of patches is $51, then you know that you're going to expect to spend $50 at least on a pack of patches. If you want 2, send $100. If you want 4 packs, send $200. Okay? Send your money to us ahead of time When you know we're headed to yep, Pamela, just send it to me. I'm going to make a note in my phone. I'm probably going to give it to Paul because Paul keeps track of all of that, right? I'll keep a note in my phone. I'll attach him to the note, and we will have a list of people who we are going to purchase. We're going to purchase extra patches to make sure that we can fill everybody's orders who wants Zen and Assure. Assure is the nausea patch. Zen is going to be for memory and cognitive balance. All right? Memory and cognitive balance. Alma, you will get that information at conference. We don't have any clue what they want us to do right now. Okay? No problem, Jack. Just send it to me. Okay? And I will be, like I said, placing big orders. A lot of us are going prepared to place big orders. Okay? So what we learned is that at last conference, when they released the one patch, boost patch, how many millions in sales did they do in 48 hours, Dr. Dunn?
What they say, 10, 11?
No. It was bigger than that.
We'll see. Wow.
It was bigger than that.
I thought he said like 14 million.
24 million or 14. It was a big number.
It was a big number. I
50,
thought it was
it was a big
14.
number. It was a big
Oh, at
number.
least it said 50.
It was maybe even said like 48. It was a big number. They did a 20, I don't know, maybe 24 or 44 minutes. I don't know. Anyway, there's a release of 2 new patches. That number will be bigger. I believe this
Way
team is
bigger.
going to do 1 million in sales. This team is going to do 1 million in sales. Yes. Yep. Got you. Shakay said, wait a minute, you gonna get mine? Yep. I got you. Yep. And so just figure they're gonna be at least $50 a pack, and 30 minutes. It was a big number. And so whatever you calculate what you want, and then you get your money to us. And you got to get it to us by February the 6th. Yep, I got you. Stevie, I got you. Get it to us by February 6th or 5th. Get it to us by the 5th. Because I don't know if it's going to be released on the 6th or the 7th. All right. So you want to make sure I got you, Deb. Make sure you get that money to us by February 5th is the date. Please write that down. We will be reminding you of that. All right. So if you need help, let me see, close out on January 30th. Here are the people. Let me see. Marika, let's bring you up here. Let's add the pin. Marika, you can come to camera if you can. Where's Tedra? Come to camera if you can. Add the pin. Where's Sean? Alicia, can you come to, I got to make you a co-host, I think, to confirm. These are people that can help you. They will help the entire team on closeout, okay? Add pin. Where is Sean? I want you to see their faces. Add pin. Sean's probably still, oh, there he is. I know Sean is at work as well, dealing with this storm that is heading this way, okay? So Tedra, Marika, Dr. Dunn, who else normally helps us at closeout, y'all? Where's Janet? Janet, I know
Alicia.
yeah, hold on.
Sean.
Janet is usually, hold on. Okay. At least here are some faces because I will be out of the country. You won't be able to message me, okay? I will be out of the country. We leave on Monday night. So I'm getting all of my placements and things done tomorrow, okay? Because I want to make sure that it's done and it's done by tomorrow. So look at these faces. You guys, they will also be putting a note up in the Telegram chat. They'll put it in the Dream Team page. So you will know when there's going to be a Zoom on this number on January 30th. And it may be multiple Zooms. They might do something early in the day, then they might do something in the middle of the day, then they might come back in the evening to make sure that everybody understands placement and volume and you don't miss anything. But what you must know is your volume, how many people you've got enrolled. You need to know their volume. You need to make sure they're active. Know all of those things before asking for help. because they're closing out multiple people. They're going to need to know those things. Okay. Know your volume, know who's active, know what their volumes are. And that way they will be able to help you structure to make sure that you don't miss structure next month. So we know that it's been a long day, but this was necessary. And I mean, the world is at a little slow down, slow stillness today. Okay, let's make sure that you all are implementing what you learned. I thought today was fantastic. I'm very impressed by how you all took action with creating your stories. All right, and learning how to story tell versus telling the story. And I went a lot longer than I anticipated, but I told you I was going to go until I felt the release, and I feel the release now. All right, so the whole thing is for you to apply what you're learning quickly. Apply what you're learning quickly. I am telling you, I know this stuff, like beyond a shadow of a doubt. And you can clearly see because it's working for me. All right. Now, here's the thing. Don't be faint at heart if you don't see a turnaround in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days. All right. If you have not been actively doing these steps, you got to give your following time to catch up to your new behavior. Does this make sense? Got to give your following time to catch up to your new behavior. But I'm going to say this. Let's go crazy. Posting. Because everybody, the world is still this weekend, because even the people who are not experiencing storm-like weather where they are, they're watching the storm. I got phone calls from people yesterday. They were like, yo, y'all about to get us. What? Atlanta, you see what's happening in Philly? Blah, 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 right? So people who are not in the storm path are watching the storm path. Okay? They're watching. So it's really like a slowdown for the whole world. Okay? So, yes, did you put up 2 posts that I instructed you to do already? I told you to do that. Let's flood our stories and let us get super loud, okay? Super loud so that we're all people see all weekend long. Don't settle for just a 1 post an hour, okay? No, let's go crazy. Because why not? Because, I mean, why would I choose between this one and that one when I can have both? Right? Let's just go crazy. Let's go crazy. 3 retail orders this week and 5 others that purchased my Flex 40 packs, not even 21 days in. Boom. Pamela's killing it, y'all. And you know what, Pamela? She asked me for some information. She needed some specific information. She went to the boards app, and then she just went to go crazy. All right? She went crazy. She found that she went to that boards app, and she just went in and just started doing what she saw. All right, so we're so grateful that this was Tedra. You got anything, Sean? Anything y'all want, Janet? Is there anything y'all need to remind or want to say while y'all here?
Absolutely not. You did a phenomenal job, okay? And I'm just over here crying because these stories, and it made me even dig deep for mine because I never told it like that. So I'm grateful and thankful. I just want everybody to know while you're gone, we're here to help. Please feel free to reach out to us, and we will, between us VPs and stuff, establish a time to be on the 30th. I'm sure we're going to talk about it this weekend. So we got y'all. We got you, Mrs. Mora. Go enjoy your baby.
Thank
have
you.
fun. Paige, have fun.
We're heading to Dubai.
Yay! Y'all
Right.
deserve it.
We're heading to Dubai. Just know I'm going to be finding somebody I can put a patch on, okay? Somebody over there is going to get, somebody in Dubai is going to get a patch. All right. Anything else? Janet, is there anything you want to share? Anything? No? She like, nope. Sean, anything you want to share? Anything about closeout? Anything that's helped you guys? Nope. Sean is like, he looked like he's trying to, oh, wait. How about now? Can you unmute now?
Yes, I can unmute. No, I just want to say thank you, Ms. Moore. Listen, guys, I'm at work, and I had to deal with the cancellations for the entire Philadelphia. But anyway, Ms. Moore, thank you so much. This was amazing. Listen, I don't make no excuses, y'all. I was on this call this whole entire time since 10 o'clock, and I'm at work. So don't tell nobody that. It's a secret. But I know how to do this. But no, I just want to say thank you. And guys, yes, we are here. We are here for you. We want Ms. Moore to enjoy this time because listen, Dubai, listen, you only get that once in a lifetime. All right. So if you have any questions, please, y'all, just reach out to us. We are always available. My number is public. So and also you can inbox me as well. So if you have any problems, but also I wanted to say there are a lot of people. I know we are all going to Vegas, and I know they're going to be doing recognition. So listen, get with your associates, your business partners, because a lot of people are close to those ranks. Senior associate, team leader, even director. Some people are going and they're close to director. We can see our downline. So please, y'all, let's rock it out. We got 6 days, and so much can happen in 6 days. All right. So love you all. Thank you.
I'm glad you said that, Sean. Listen, 6 days is a long time in network marketing, okay? Especially with this kind of a weekend. With this kind of a weekend, even if you're taking the sales and that you could place a big order for yourself, right? Let's get busy because I'm telling you, you can see it. And this storm is not going to clear out till like next Tuesday. And then there's another storm following right behind it. All right. Also, at conference, those of us that have the Dream Team shirt, we're wearing those on Friday. Okay. We'll wear those on Friday with camo bottoms or black bottoms. And bring a blazer. I'm telling y'all, those rooms get cold. Okay, we're wearing those on Friday. The itinerary was already passed out for conference, and I believe it's like in the back office or something like somewhere. But we're wearing the Dream Team shirts on Friday with camo bottoms or black bottoms, and put a blazer or a sweater on or something like that because it is chilly. All right. Then Saturday is another all-day training. Recognition is in the afternoon. And you'll see some familiar faces speaking on stage. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. And then Saturday night is the Great Gatsby Gala. Okay. Saturday night is the Great Gatsby Gala. I'm adding Alicia Richardson to the screen. Alicia, do you want to talk about rooms?
Yeah. Wait, so hold on, let me stop my other phone.